This is Shari and Twister at the TLC Clinic, January 21st, 2017. I have to say I'm super happy with the progress that you two have made, and thank you for entrusting me with her basics and getting her started on the pattern in the beginning, and just watching you grow with her has been really fun. So I'm going to let them both go through regular, and then we'll compare them side by side afterwards. The morning run is on the right, the afternoon run is on the left. You actually got over a half a second faster from the morning to the afternoon just with more speed. Your first barrel was actually better, tighter in the morning, wider in the afternoon, but because you had more speed, you actually clocked faster. So we're going to run them side by side in slow motion. So, and it's perfectly okay when you're at an arena like mine with no alleyway to circle. But it's also, if you're approaching an alleyway, it's always good to come in from the right side. That way you can just get their lead and go. So we're going to go ahead and start this in slow motion. Zoom in a little bit. I really love the difference in your hustle to that. Whoops, I lost you over there. The difference in the hustle in the afternoon from the morning. You can see the rate of speed. She's just high lope here, and she's actually starting to run there. The only thing different, though, is if you'll notice your arc on both of these, let's see, comparison on the white cone, you're actually in just slightly tighter in the morning than the afternoon. So with that little bit of speed, you were probably just being safe on your takeoff, but then you rated her a little late. If you notice, you really didn't do much to help her. This barrel, you tend to sit down a little earlier, bump her, talk to her, you know, help her. But then this barrel, you were just like, okay, I'm going to trust her like she's an open horse. But she could have used, before you dropped that horn, you could have did a quick two-hand check, and then you inside checked her, but by the time you did, it was a smidgen late, so you end up with way too much pocket going in, and then by the time she gathers herself and sets her pivot foot, which she did really well considering the speed she was going, she's such a gritty little baby, she gathers herself up, both of you recover nice for your takeoff. Whoops. Same thing on this one. It's beautiful. Just, you know, you sit, you go to the horn, you ride beautiful, and you use your outside leg really nice there. It's a good hustle. You ride very nice, Shari. So all you got to do now, she's confident, she's solid, is just get your timing with speed. And every time you add a new gear of speed, there's a good chance you may have to adjust when you ask for your rate. Probably more so on your first barrel. Second and third barrel, look at her, especially that third barrel on the left, just drive in there and set and turn like an open horse. So she did really good. So I see a lot of a bright 2017 for you two, and just keep doing what you're doing. When you watch her. She's gritty, she's tough, she's got a good mind. I think she can handle more right now. And just watch her. If she gets any hot spots, go back to your slow work. Otherwise, just keep entering. And when you go ahead and you're doing a barrel pattern in competition, and you decide to really center from the alleyway, instead of bumping her with the inside hand where the tracks cross, maybe at 3 strides, say whoa. At 2 strides from the barrel, do a 2-hand check, and then 1 stride from the barrel, go ahead and do an inside check, and really focus on maybe an 8-foot arc, and then maybe a 3-foot pocket going in and a 3-foot pocket on the back side. You may need a little inside leg when you get there if she's getting turny. You may need a little outside leg leaving if she's needing some help finishing. But overall, the other thing you need to watch with her is from the angle that I was standing at in the morning when she's leaving her first barrel. Sometimes she lets herself drift into too much pocket, maybe a 6-foot pocket, and she really only needs a 3-foot, as little as she is. So you may have to keep some outside leg around this area, just reminding her to stay here. And then when you get there, you may need a little inside leg, just reminding her to bend around that barrel. So just keep that in mind. Same thing going to third. If she's starting to drift, just press her with that outside leg a little and keep your hands even and just guide her up into the hole. So you're doing awesome. During the week, just continue to do baby drills that are good for young horses. Spiral in, spiral out, different size circles. You can do pasture loops where you cinder, raider, and then 1-hand circles. Don't go smaller than 10 foot in the grass, maybe 20 foot. You know, ride her 2 hands, sit down for rate, give her a couple of strides of rate in 1 hand again. Just do that out in the pasture, blah, 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 you know, around. That's good for her, both directions. And, you know, when you do the barrel pattern in slow work, continue to set her, you know, like walk, trot, or canter and stop at your rate spot, and just be sure she stops square, that her front feet and back feet are on the same tracks, her hips not swinging. If it is, stick it in, and do that on all 3 barrels. Especially as you're adding speed, you want to keep that rate in her where it's natural, where she knows when you sit and say, whoa, it means something. If she starts getting deep, just back it off and show her rate again. But you guys are ready. Just haul, have fun. And congratulations on being the reserve champion of the clinic. So congratulations. Thank you. Thanks for coming, and follow up with me.